And here we go. I didn't know this was a Capcom game. That bodes well. Frownie considers everything a spoiler, except the Frownie drop. He invented that by sheer accident. Oh my goodness, what is this music? I played Strider back in the day, but barely remember it. I have never played it. I don't even know that I've ever seen it, other than just the artwork on the cartridge. So this is going to be a blind playthrough. I'll see if I'm clever enough to figure out how to play it. Artwork looks pretty good. Music isn't that bad. It was just that one, like, 2 bars of music that I was like, had me scratching my head. The rest is like, the rest of this is good. Sounds very Mega Man. There's a password system. We'll see whether or not I decide to use any of those. Let's dive in. Hear you. There's only one reason I asked you to come for. Cain was captured by the enemy. Since they once knew who he is, rescuing him is meaningless. Kill him. That's your mission. Take no prisoners. Kill Cain. I can't do it. The first thing is to find him. Transfer, analyze, password. Okay. Oh! The battle's just begun. Where is Cain, who was captured by the enemy? Coming next scene, the Cain rescue mission. I hope I didn't mess something up right away. Oh, did I? What? Okay, that gives you your password and exits you out of the game. EC, welcome in. NES version, I should have read better. I assumed Genesis. I thought I'd do the NES one first. I was thinking about, so I kind of had my eye on some of on Strider as well as Shinobi. But since I was still working on Punch-Out, I was like, well, let me start with the NES, because then I don't have to switch consoles in the middle of the night. Can't be more confusing than Powerpuff Girls. The only thing killed here is grammar. It's a little difficult to follow what they're getting at in some of these sentences. Select file to be analyzed. Okay, I can't do that yet. Alright, so transfer it is. Kazakh. I've got one option. Alright. I feel like it's probably more time than anyone's ever spent on that menu. Oh. Is that an up attack? Alright, the jump is pretty floaty. Alright, health, energy, S level, strength, trick, data files. I have one key. Am I supposed to go to the... You can back out of the stages. I've learned a lot already. Hey, we got a new follow. Thank you for coming on board with us, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. Reminiscent of Metroid. Alright. Ah! Oh, that was an enemy. Okay, it's, So, the movement and... I don't know, things, like, this building in the background is pretty not detailed. Characters are, like, the characters are real big, but not really... Well... I don't know, I'm trying to decide. This, like, this enemy in green feels like not particularly, like, detailed, despite how large they are. A lot of the assets, though, like the bridge looks good, that spaceship looked good, the opening cutscene looked good. It's, the game is kind of, like, surprisingly stiff for how good some of the assets look. And it's exactly the appropriate amount of awkwardness for how not detailed some of the assets are. I think this is a good thing? I don't know if I'm on critical path or bonus path now. It looked like there were two ways that I could go. Oh, I jumped into the bullet. Oh, my health. I'm not watching my health. It looks like the game's fallen apart. This building in the background doesn't look right. S3. Hang on. Yeah, the enemy respawn is crazy. I think this is a budget game, while the main one was the Genesis port of the arcade game. It was like Mega Man meets Ninja Gaiden for sure. Oh, I found a file. Let's go. I can't access it. Look at that. Look at that floppy disk. Oh, I think the file refilled my health, too. Oh, no, it didn't. When you pause, it shows you your maximum health, not your current health. I got bamboozled by that. What? Oh, I'm in a new area now? Is that what that is? Okay. So, Well, I really want to know what was back there on the left, but I don't know if I can get back to it. Medicine is health. Let's go. I have like a wall grab or something. Police with most of a star as their logo. What? There's a lot of enemies dropping a lot of health now. What? Why can't I get up there? Is the game supposed to be this janky? Is my copy deteriorating in real time? Okay, jump up, then move. That's the, Nope, that's not the strategy. Do you not fire? I was expecting a bullet or something. Oh, we already did Punch Out EC. I almost had the 14 KOs. I was like 3 punches away from KOing Tyson, and he just got me. I didn't have enough health. I was so close. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one attempt at Punch Out. I'm gonna do one playthrough at the start of every stream until we get it. So I'm gonna play it a lot. I mean, maybe I'll get the run, next time. But if I don't get the run, I'm gonna play it a lot, but I'm not gonna play it for very long each time, because I think that's the best thing for me to do at this point. You probably get it pretty soon. You're pretty much already there. Yeah, I mean, I could have had it. I really could have had it. Where am I supposed to go? Down here? I don't know what these S doors are. Oh no, I didn't mean to come down here. This game is an avalanche of jank. Is this may be the jankiest Capcom game I've ever played. Oh my goodness, a door I can go through. Was that my key? Did I use the key? I can't even tell. I can't go through that tube? Thought maybe someone would drop some health on my head. Oh, no, please. Hey, don't drop another one of those guys, please. Level up. Please wait, a cane is up there, and the commander has the key. I didn't know there were multiple canes. You'll find it if you analyze this. Please let me go. Analyze... what? Slide in? Yeah, do I have a slide? I have a disc. File 2. Now I gotta go back home to analyze? I can't just use this computer right here? What? Sorry, I'm trying all the button combinations. I do have a slide. What? But... I wonder if I had this the whole time. Okay. It's not like Mega Man's slide. That massive computer in the background feels era accurate. This looks like it would hurt me. It doesn't. I thought maybe these were hot or electric. Can I use the elevator? I can't use the elevator? Look, you can see the tip of my weapon on the right-hand side of the screen. There's a lot of wraparound. What do I come here for? No, rip. It's a one life game. This a one life game? This a one life game? Oh no. No. That part right there, that music, do 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 do. That's what that sounds like. That's why I had a negative reaction to the music. That one riff right there. The slide's the only thing I remember from the game. The challenge, yeah, apparently the challenge comes built in. Alright, well, from the top. Now I know, one life. Oh. Why? Why one life? That's so rude. Wait a minute. Hey, no, it's fine. We're okay. When you leave it on, it continues. It just says game start. It's a continue. It's not one life. It's infinite lives. That's fine. Because we kept our stuff. I was suspicious because at the level select computer, it didn't say all that dialogue again. We're fine. We're fine. Whoop. This is actually good. This means I can analyze these discs. So I guess if I really like the game, I'll have to do the no-death challenge run, right? I'm Ryuzaki, a strider. A strider, a cane. I left my attack boots in China. Please find them. Does that mean I can go to China now? I want some attack boots. Vice Commander, it's me. I'll go to Egypt via Phantom Train. Don't lose the prisoner. Does that open other areas? Australia, Egypt, Australia. Well, I didn't open China. But... Well, I want to go to... My defend shoelaces are in Brazil. Mate. Yeah, I want to go to Australia. I got a lot of friends there, but I'm gonna go back to Kazakh first because I gotta check part of the map that I skipped. And if I don't do it right away, I'm not gonna remember to do it. Yeah, I didn't actually see what's down. Oh no, I can't go down there? Rip. I can go down over here. Ooh, if I fell on these, would it be instant death? No, thank goodness. Alright, well, these tubes, then. Look at that guy down there in the middle of the ground. What's that guy even thinking? Oh, hang on. Can I jump over the... Can I go... Okay, that's not a solid... The fence isn't a solid wall. This hurts a lot. Can we... I'm... How on earth did I survive that? But why is there a tube at the bottom if I can't go down there? This was... Oh, I need more keys. I'm a fool. Why did I even come back here? Alright, well that's fine. I need to go back anyway. I've had some bad jobs. Being posted to guard the inside of a wall is the worst. Oh. Like I disappeared when you went down. Kusarigama, welcome in. Oh, I couldn't deal with Australia. Everything wants to kill you there. That's the impression I have of Australia as well. That it's you have to be very brave to live in Australia because it's a land full of horrific monster wildlife. Unless you live in the outback, there's very little to worry about, Chozo says. Alright, so we want to... Let's go to Australia. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting if you jump at the start of the stage, you exit. Like, I go over there because it's very natural to just check things out, right? But... Ooh, that jump was rough. Oh no, I can't even come through the first door. Alright, well, so much for Australia. Funnel web spider. What? What? Alright, so it didn't look like it, but apparently the train is moving. Okay, I guess that was a... I guess that was the boss. I'm gonna fight the train again now. You have to check your shoes all the time. I live in the suburbs. I always keep my shoes indoors. Okay, just don't go to the left anymore. If the game really, like, wants to betray me, it can put some secret over to the left at the start of a stage, because I'm not going to look over there anymore. I'm tired of accidentally leaving levels. Oh my goodness. These guys are tough to deal with on this incline. No! Sorry, let me back out. Anyone who's played Super Mario 2 understands the temptation to go left. It just seems like, it seems like the best, like, it seems like the most obvious and the best place to hide things, like, simultaneously. Okay, we are now just in jump over the enemies mode. I can't afford the health it takes to, fight them for real. Are we inside the pyramid? Yeah, when you're ducking, the bullets just pass harmlessly through the skull. Well, my condolences to all the Strider fans out there, but this game is broken. Oh. I think it was the first I've seen or heard of it. I've known of the game, because my buddy in high school was a fan of the... There's one on the PlayStation, which I think is part of the same series, and he was a fan of that one. Though I don't think I've ever seen anything from it either. I just remember him talking about it, and that, like... So, like, I knew that there was an NES game, too, but I've never looked at it before. It's been something that's been in the back of my mind, as, like, something to check out. Because I thought it would be a cool platformer that I've never done before. And, well... it's something. I don't remember the background being so glitchy, but the janky movement was so common back then, I wouldn't have even noticed that. I am having fun with it so far. Like, it's very poor quality. But I'm having fun with it regardless, at least currently. We'll see how I feel in 100 hours. Once you played through Mega Man 1, you kind of just accept janky movement. Oh, I love Mega Man 1. It is, Mega Man 1 is janky. I don't think it's as bad as this, but... Mega Man 1 is my favorite Mega Man. That's not because I would make an argument for its objective quality, it's just because it's the one I played the most. Makes it my favorite. But maybe I've also played it the most because it's my favorite. They feed into each other. Robot had a brain inside of it, it looked like. Can't go through this wall, can I? That would be convenient. Schrodinger's blue bomber. Just checking out that Mega Man emote. So this part is bad. I don't like this part. I find it a little out of pocket. Old games having bad movement is kind of warranted. This Gen 1 through 3. Can't hit perfection right off the bat. It's not like we have Mega Man X movement starting out. I mean, there are NES games with amazing movement, right? So it's not like janky movement had to be the case. I find it hard to find great movement games outside of A Link to the Past. I mean, I think Contra's movement's pretty great. I do have to admit, a lot of the games that I do really like do have bad movement, though. Hey, Ghosts and Goblins, Castlevania. They're pretty rough. But they're not like this. The movement in this feels real bad because it feels very inconsistent. It seems you're pretty highly affected by momentum. And so, like, a lot of the times when I jump, I feel like I'm moving through water. Because I don't have enough momentum for a proper, like, full jump. To get your actual jump, you have to be moving for a while. And it helps to be moving on a slope. I think the thing about it is it's like the character always wants to move directly up when you jump. Like when you jump, like, directly up is prioritized over, like, diagonal in the direction you want to move. is like what it feels like. So, like, I'm fighting to get horizontal movement out of my jumps. All the time. Like Castlevania has like bad movement, but it's like bad movement by design, right? Like your attack is delayed and you've got that fixed jump arc, but it's like it's always consistent. You're gonna get the same bad jump and the same delayed attack every time, so. Don't love this game. I've heard the arcade version is really great. I don't know about the arcade version, but I expect we'll try out the Genesis version. We're renting this one. This game needed just a little polish to be way better. Still fun to play, but just short of its potential. Yeah, it needed some more time in the oven. I'll have to see more of it before I really like have a feel of what I think its potential could or could not have been. Find it more insulting that games have bad movement in combat these days. I think if I don't make progress on this run, I'm actually going to restart the game so that I can see one of the text portions again. What's going on up there in the sky? I really can't go through there. Please. I want to make sure that guy wasn't gonna, like, drop an item or something. This is a desert level. This is a desert level. The game isn't glitching, they're just simulating mirage conditions. The music is Capcom-tastic. I thought about that at the like opening like title screen music. I was like, Well, at first I was like, it sounds real goofy, but then I was like, oh, and it really, like, kicked in. I was like, yep, that sounds like Capcom. One of the dialogues I encountered said something about finding a key, and if I can't make it through this water downstairs, then I think I'm gonna have to find a key to get through some of these doors. I also think that maybe I'm just supposed to brute force my way through it because these enemies drop health. Each of these enemies drop just a little bit of health, and that makes me think maybe I'm supposed to brute force my way through it too, so. But let me... I haven't played the game for that long, so I'm just going to take it from the top. I didn't notice this guy's rad hairstyle before. I feel like this is the kind of game... Hey, Sensation, welcome in. I feel like this is the kind of game that, like, once you know what to do, that you can probably pull it off real fluidly, and then the jank isn't an issue anymore. And so, like, I think this is the kind of game that people grow to love over time. Maybe it's that. Yeah, once you build up muscle memory for it and everything becomes real fluid, then I mean, you know, most games are like that, right? But like I feel like this game has enough style to convince someone to play it more than the gameplay maybe deserves. But then like when you do, you become used to the gameplay, and then you like it more. A cane is up there, and the commander has the key. You'll find it if you analyze this. Please let me go. File 2. Guy falling on sword number 4 is the worst job. I'll take that. Okay, you can't slide uphill. You can slide downhill, though. That makes sense. I'm not convinced I can actually get all the way back to the start of the stage to exit. Oh yeah, I can. Because there's a thing over here. Okay, well, let's go. Lightning storm still happening. Hey, cows, welcome in. Good to have you with us, my friend. Welcome to Strider. One of the jankiest Capcom games I've ever played. It's not a bad game. It's not a good game so far, but it's not bad to play. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. But I guess that's, what else is new? Certainly one of the flashiest ones I've seen. I left my attack boots in China. Please find them. Vice Commander, it's me. Alright, well, I mean, China's not an option, so I guess this is where to go. I ran into both of those enemies instead of jumping over them. Oh no, I'm falling apart. He didn't even drop any health. Rude. Come on. Help me out here. This game's not my friend. I'd love to know how many hours you've spent farming enemies for health drops in games. Probably the biggest one is, Battletoads. You like Adventures in the Magic Kingdom? I've never played it, Mansta. So I can't say. And the first time I beat Battletoads, I game overed on the final stage, and to help ensure my victory, I found a place where I could hang out and farm points off of an enemy's projectile by blowing it up, and I hung out there for just about an hour, maxing out the points so I would have a full set of lives. And I did that twice. I did that twice in the same night. I don't feel like I typically lean into those kind of strategies all that often. I think largely because they don't occur to me. Not like from like a principled position or anything. But I have the patience to do it when necessary. You've got to be the most patient person. Yeah, I mean, I debate whether it's patience is the right word or just stubbornness. It's definitely something. People accuse me of having a lot of patience all the time, and the thing is, like, I feel like if I were truly patient, I would endure my suffering with more grace. Oh. But we've all got things to work on, right? I think that was a boss. I think that was a boss at the end of that section. I made it. I made it to the end of that run, but it might all be for naught if that was truly a boss. It dropped a health. Right when I didn't need it. No, I'm still in Egypt, Chozo. I tried to go to Australia, but there's the door to Australia is locked. I can go there, but there's immediately a locked door I can't get past. It's just like DuckTales. That guy drops a health? Okay, it did help me. Alright, let me just see. I don't know how to make this not so terrible. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Natto, thank you for the raid. GG's on the Deathless Contra run once again, and hopefully Ninja Gaiden treated you well. Welcome in, Fox. Thank you for coming along. My friends, if you haven't checked out Natto's stream, please use that link to do so. He's been playing a lot of great stuff lately. He's a fantastic streamer, super chill, super friendly, not afraid of a challenge. Heard rumors he's going to try and do Castlevania 1 Deathless soon. It'll be very exciting to see. Contra's done. A very long while. Well, you took a really long break. Got Ninja Gaiden down from 45 to 5 deaths on D-Rust tonight. Very nice. My PB, I don't even count the deaths in Ninja Gaiden. I die too much when I play it. My PB is just over an hour when I was playing it regularly. I've beat it like maybe 5 or 6 times, I think. And at my peak, I could beat it in about an hour. But I'm really, like, I was pretty decent. I'm pretty decent at the first 4 worlds, and then at 5 and 6, I'm just trash. Oh, Zodo Turtle, welcome in, Zodo. Thank you for coming along. Been ages since you played Strider. This is my first time playing this one, and it's pretty janky. That game is full of jank, yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, I mean, World 6 altogether. I'm really bad at the last boss, so I have to play World 6 a whole lot every time I play it. DuckTales is a game I can't work out. I get nowhere, Chozo says. It's pretty mysterious. I feel like I was I kept getting sent I got sent back to I kept getting sent back to Transylvania when I played it. Oh, you saw the locked door. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm having fun with it so far. I don't think this is a very good game, but I think it's a game that you can have fun with, especially as you get more used to it. How did Punch-Out go? I was so close, Nato. I was so close. I was like 3 punches away on Tyson from the TKO. I would have had the 14 KOs, but he just got me at the last moment. He did a bunch of jabs. I didn't have the health to endure it. I was blocking them, but it didn't do me any good. Yeah, that would have been it. I can definitely do it. It's just a matter of putting it all together. I really like this game, just tough to get accustomed to it. My condolences for how painful it's going to be to watch me try to work this out blind. Have you played Bionic Commando? No, I haven't. I haven't played that one yet, Nato. I need to try it. Well, I had instructions when I played it. Oh yeah, it never. So I never read manuals anymore. I just try and brute force everything I play. Took a long while to figure it all out way back when. Yeah, I'm working right now. I can make it. I'm trying to. There's this weird part in this pyramid that's filled with water that I've got to figure out how to get through it, but I just keep dying. That's what I'm currently trying to puzzle out. I think I have Bionic Commando. I think I have that on the NES and the Game Boy. I think there's a Game Boy version of that one too. But I haven't played either of them yet. Bim Bam Berry, welcome in. That's like people say E.T. is the worst game of all time when it isn't. People just don't bother to read the manual. I figured out E.T. without the manual. I don't know if I had any knowledge of how to do it going in. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played it. I don't think E.T. is the worst game of all time, but I'm definitely not a fan of it. I don't feel like it's very defensible either. It's almost got some cool ideas to it, but with the enemies like warping to your position around like the screen transitions, it's massively irritating to play. Never could figure out some sort of Marvel superhero game or something. Very quickly just left me frustrated. I don't know, I don't think I know the one. VHS, welcome in. Did you get the 14 KOs? No, I tripped at the finish line, VHS. I was so close. I was like 3 punches away on Tyson. And then he did like that thing where he blinks a lot and then he starts to jab. And I was blocking his jabs, but I didn't have enough health to withstand it. And I died right at the last moment. It was awful. It was just the worst. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start every stream with 1 punch-out attempt until we get it. So I might just be hanging out on the NES for a little while, depending on how fast that is, because I don't want to have to switch consoles in the middle of the stream. That's kind of why we're playing this tonight as well, is like, this has been on the back of my mind for a while as something I've never played that would be worth checking out, and it's like, well, I'm going to be on the NES anyway for Punch-Out, so... I could get it at any time, though. I mean, I knew already at the start of the night because I've TKO'd Tyson a few times now with passwords. Since I got the freedom to use the password since I beat the game, and then I TKO'd him a few times independently, so I just have to put it all together. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're well. Oops, don't want to go there. I started reading The Horse and His Boy. It's the fifth Narnia book. And I actually think that I read the first few pages of it when I was a kid. But I never made it that far and, like, kind of immediately abandoned it. And I was reading it. I'm about 50 pages in now, and I'm like, I don't know why. I don't know why I gave up reading it, because it's really good so far. The title made me think of A Boy and His Blob. That's another game I need to play. I know that game is, like, kind of puzzly. So it's probably gonna be a horrifying nightmare for me to do on the stream. But I like a challenge. Why are there no enemies? Never did figure that one out either. I think that was mostly me giving up. It's very puzzly. Yeah, I don't know too much about it, other than it's very puzzly. Definitely gonna try out some Narnia books at some point. Finally finished David Copperfield today. I was wondering if you had read... The Mystery of Edwin Drood? I think that's the title. That was an unfinished Dickens novel, but I think you said that Copperfield was the last thing for you to read, but I didn't know if you had read that one since it was unfinished. I haven't read it, but I've been curious to. I'd suggest Friday the 13th, but it's nearly impossible if you don't watch the tutorial. I made it through Friday the 13th without any guides. It took a few nights, but I didn't think it was too horrible. I didn't read that one. I think he died writing that one. Yeah, that's yeah, it's unfinished. What method did you use? I mean, I eventually figured out how to get a torch, and I just fought him with the torch. I didn't fight him outside, like I've seen other people do, because I've watched playthroughs now after playing through the game myself. And I see that people usually finish him off outside on day 3, but I fought him indoors all the time. I've been enjoying the Narnia books a lot. Just reading them one a month. I don't know that I'm gonna like any more of them. I mean, I've The Horse and His Boy. This is my first time reading that one. The next one, The Magician's Nephew, I've actually read before, but I don't remember it very well. I just have a general idea of what it was about. And The Last Battle I've never read before. I don't think I'm gonna like any of them more than The Silver Chair, though. I think The Silver Chair is gonna be my favorite of them, just because I love Puddleglum so much. I can't, but we'll see. I haven't read a lot of, Charles Dickens. I was forced to read Great Expectations in high school and didn't enjoy it, but I think I would a lot more now because I have a lot more like tolerance for Victorian literature than I used to. um, and I've read I think it's called A Haunted House or The Haunted House. It's a short story collection, and Dickens wrote the framing device and one of the stories, and some other like contemporary authors like each wrote one of the other stories in it. And I read through that and really liked it. And I wanted to read more of his stuff ever since that. I read most of it in high school. It was a wild ride. I didn't really understand it though. It's one of his good ones. Yeah, I think I'll give that one a shot if I come across like a nice like physical edition of it, like a Norton Critical or something. Then I'll pick it up and give it a read. I think that's one of his shorter ones, right? I don't know, you beat him inside on day 3. It's nearly impossible. It's not really that bad once you get used to the rhythm of it. You just have to... What you got to do to beat him inside is you've got to get yourself in the right position so that when he starts to move, you input your dodge when he's like in the top left corner, because he moves so fast that like you've got to time your dodge way before he gets to you. But if you could just get into the position where like you know to hit the dodge when he gets to the corner, then it's not... I mean, it's not great. It's still tough to do, but it's a strategy that works. It's either the top left or the bottom left. When he gets to one of the corners, you activate your dodge way early and you're fine. Dollar Phil, welcome in. Speaking of Friday the 13th, Dollar Phil's a Friday the 13th expert. I read a lot of Lloyd Alexander books growing up, Mansta says. The Chronicles of... I don't know how you say that. Prydain? I haven't read those. I read Time Cat by Lloyd Alexander. And I think that's supposed to be an educational novel. I think it's supposed to be secretly educational, if I remember right. I really liked it, though. I remember being a fan of that. Friday the 13th is one of my favorite games, VHS says. Yeah, Dollar Phil plays it every Friday the 13th. He's a big fan of that game. I'm a fan of it. I think it's a really good game. I have the first of those Prydain books, but I haven't read it. He was a Welsh author. Most famous thing he did was The Black Cauldron, yeah, which got a Disney movie. That was the second book of the Chronicles. Any update? Hey, Tommy, welcome in. Any updates on the Tyson progress? I almost had it tonight, Tommy. I did one run through the game, and I was like 3 punches away from TKO on Tyson. And that would have been it. That would have been the 14 KO run. But he got me right at the last moment. he started doing a series of jabs, and I was blocking them, but your health still goes down even when you block on those, and I just didn't have enough to withstand it. If I'd had one more sliver of health, I would have had it. So we're just gonna I'm gonna play Punch-Out at the start of every stream now. We're gonna do one run every night until I get it, and it'll happen pretty soon. Unless I'm just overwhelmed with catastrophic bad luck, we should have it in a few more attempts. Because I could do it at any time. I could do it at any time. It's just a matter of not having too much bad luck at this point. I've been playing it every Friday. Mance has been playing it every Friday the 13th as well since 2021. Very nice. The only annual tradition that we have, welcome in Shadowplay, good to see you. I play Contra games every year in April. We're going to play Contra next week. We play Contra games every year for Shakespeare's birthday, since the two guys from Contra are named after Shakespeare. I think that's a good tradition. We're like 4 years into that now, I think. NES Strider is rough. Yeah, I'm finding that out. I still say Frownie could take Prime Tyson. Once I finish work on my time machine, we'll find out for sure. I should play DKC3. You're right, Chozo. Well, I'm gonna hang out on the NES until I get the Punch-Out run, but I need to play that. I also want to play Wario Land 4. It's probably one of the first games I ever had. Subject Omega, good to see you. Jaws and Friday the 13th are two of my favorite NES games, Mansta says. Have you beat Marble Madness? I have not, Mansta. I played it on the stream once. That's a game, one of my friends had that when I was a kid, so I've played it a few times. We were always trash at it, so I never got very far. I really don't like isometric games, so sticking with Marble Madness long enough to become good enough at it to beat it is not an appealing thought. Owned the card as a kid, always died on the last level. Frownie would double leg Tyson and dump him on his head? I don't even know what that means. You mean I would sweep his legs out from under him? Or I'd do like a running jump kick with both legs? Hit him with both feet square in the chest. Like a WWE wrestler. I haven't played it yet, but I know people say Dream Course is a good isometric game. Oh yeah, I like Kirby's Dream Course a lot. That's a fun game. I forgot it was isometric. But there you go. There's an isometric game I like. The music's the best thing on offer here. I love ISO games. Best game I had for our Tandy Coco with Zaxxon. I think that impressionable event at a young age is the opposite of a traumatic event, so I really like ISO games. Oh, I can't stand them. I think my first isometric game was Slinky on the Commodore 64. It's a Qbert clone. And I didn't hate Slinky. I would intentionally play it sometimes. I always just get confused with isometric games. I think I'm not very good at them because I can't wrap my head around what's the word I'm looking for? I can't harmonize the diagonal image on the screen against the orthogonal D-pad on the controller. And like, I know I could just hold my controller tilted, right? But I can't. That still doesn't work for me. Got a complete in-box copy of Zaxxon? One of the gems of my collection. It's a cassette blister pack. Right on. I don't have very many complete games in my collection. I'd love to have Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but I don't know. I can't shell out the dough for it to just have it sitting there on the wall when I got other things to... I got other expenses to worry about. My collecting has really slowed down. No, I tried to escape back to the left. Makes sense to me. Diagonal playfield with an orthogonal control scheme. Yeah, I just can't put them together. Marble Madness gives you an option between 45 and 90 degree mode. I didn't remember that. Yeah, Commodore, the C64 is the same way. Cartridges, cassettes, floppy disks. Movement doesn't mesh with the visuals. They confuse me too, Cal says. I'm bad enough at navigating games as it is. Oh. Buy a plastic case that companies 3D print. I do that for my games. I don't have complete inbox. Yeah, I think I've got Mega Man X complete. Mega Man X might not be complete because it might be missing that little like health warning, that little like white slip manual that goes in it, and or a registration card. I've got the box, the game, and the manual, so it's like almost complete, but I don't think it's complete. Complete, I've got A Link to the Past, and I've got Killer Instinct. And Killer Instinct is sealed, so I know it's complete. I also know A Link to the Past is complete. It's got all the little extra doodads that it's supposed to have. But I think that's it, actually. I mean, so far as like old like cartridge games, I think it's just those. You know, like some of my games on like disc are complete. Most of them actually aren't. Most of my games, even my discs, are just loose discs that I may or may not have a manual for, but almost certainly don't have a case. But I've got, you know, like maybe like 4 or 5 dozen that are complete. The manual's complete enough for me. I mean, I think so too, but I just, you know, if we're being just really technical, I don't want to overstate my case. Yeah, I saw Wii Music and the Brain Age, $2 each. Nice. I didn't know what kind of deal you got on them. Probably could have had a 3D Mario for the Super NES. I think that Mario 64 started development as a 3D Super NES project, right? I mean, isn't Mario RPG kind of 3D Mario? It's isometric too. Oh, it's like an RPG, but there's a lot of platforming in it, as I recall. Yeah. If a game had a poster, that also as well, but like the health warnings or stickers or something like that, don't really care about them. Yeah. Yeah, same Chozo. I agree. Got a bin of old Mac software last year. Microsoft Multiplan. Yeah, I never heard of that. Retro computer stuff is very largely an unknown world for me. Did that enemy, when it rose up out of the ground, look like it was made out of a bunch of letters for a moment? Not much shit's kept, so it's always a gem when you find stuff. I find it interesting that the Mario RPG remake fell off ultra fast. Yeah, I kind of forget that's a thing that existed. My interest in it was always going to be extremely limited, since I haven't even played the original all the way through yet. A friend of mine has a whole box of collar games. Only bought a few so far. We're probably going to buy most of them. They're all super complete with the registration cards and everything. Right on. Commodore. Okay, that makes more sense. My interest in RPGs is limited. Despite that, I find myself enjoying every RPG I play, Subject Omega says. I'm probably in a similar situation there. I'm always afraid to start RPGs because they seem to be such a huge, like, commitment. And I know, like, you know, I don't like a lot of forced story, and I don't like menu-based gameplay. But, you know, when I do, you know, the few I've played, right? I have a very strong affection for most of them that I've finished. Pokemon Blue and Paper Mario, I both really love, and Mystic Quest was a lot of fun. Got Monopoly and Pit Stop, too. Also had Double Dragon. Consider that good. I'll actually seek them out. I seemingly fall in love when I do start one up. People say that, but watching speedruns of RPGs they're only long if you do 100% of the content. I never actually realized how short the actual story is. I mean, I imagine they're not reading most of the story when they're speedrunning, right? It adds a lot of time when you have to move at the pace at which I slowly read. JRPGs are a good option when you want low stress gaming, VHS says. That ought to be something that's a perspective I should probably keep in mind, because there are a lot of times where I feel like I could use a low stress game. And then I always pull something off the shelf like Eek the Cat that makes me miserable. I'm not getting good inputs on my slides here. I'm pretty convinced you're being miserable playing these things is how you do low stress, Scout says. You might be right. You might be right. You good, Frownie? I'm fine, sensation. The main story's like 20%, and the extra content's like 80. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fair enough. There are 100% categories. And you can tell the time differences. I don't think, you know, I'm only thinking of them from the perspective of, like, a first playthrough, though. Because the main story, the story being largely sort of optional, and the main story being short when you like make a beeline, doesn't really help my first playthrough situation. Did you beat Dragon's Lair? I did, Duck Something. I beat Dragon's Lair, I beat the American version and the PAL version. So I'm done with Dragon's Lair NES. I'm free to play another one. I just don't want to do it right away. But we got it. We finally got it. Thank you for the congrats, Subject Omega. Welcome in, Arkanoid Addict. Pondering if Frownie's life decisions are sane from time to time, or how you know it is Frownie. Oh. It does and does not. If 100% run is like 20 hours, that's a long RPG because you could triple that, and that is probably what you would get or more. If 100% run is 6 hours, it's shorter than the 20-hour run. There are some RPGs. There are some JRPGs that, like, I'm always saying that I want to play eventually. I just never get around to them. But I got like a handful of them that I tell myself I want to play. I just never do. This is Strider. Any good? It's pretty bogus so far. I think it's one of those games that grows on you if you stick with it for a long time. But it's pretty janky. I don't feel miserable playing it. I'm actually having a pretty good time with it, aside from being stuck at a very confusing obstacle that I don't know how to deal with. So it's sort of a mixed situation. If only this game were... If only this were, If only this were part of the Mega Man universe, I could drop down there and pick up some of those E-tanks, and I'd be invincible. Yeah, there's like a water obstacle there. I don't know how to get through it. Your health goes down really quickly when you're in that water, and like I've tried sliding through it, I've tried jumping through it. I'm just not really sure what the game wants me to do there. There's very likely some piece of information that I'm missing. But because I'm stubborn, I just want to figure out how to do it all on my own, and so now until I do, I'm stuck. If those enemies in the water would just drop regular health instead of tiny health, then I would be able to make it across. Or if I could find a lever or something that would make the water go away, that would be even better. I wish I had a double jump. I have a wall kick. There's a wall kick in this game. Or I broke it. It's so janky. I can't find another wall to test. Oh, it's gross. The wall kick is gross. It's Super Metroid wall kicks. You have to turn away from the wall. I really like Super Metroid, but I really don't like its style of wall kicks at all. Well, we made progress. Aqua boots! Let's go! Hey, guess what? We just made huge progress. To be completely fair, I was dying a whole lot, but I also wasn't trying very hard. I was having more fun talking than I was playing the game for the past hour or so. Anyone else shocked it didn't take 5 more hours? Alright, so that actually opens up other areas to me as well. If I can wall kick, I can think of some spots where that might have been useful in the first stage. Well, I can think of a spot. That glowing wall on stage 1, I should have tried to wall kick up. I mean, I did try to wall kick up it. I did try to see if there was a wall kick. I just didn't know that it was going to be Super Metroid style. Hey, I think we keep the boots. We keep the boots. Did this come after Super Metroid? I don't know. I vastly prefer a Mega Man X wall jump to a Metroid wall jump, though. Perhaps Super Metroid copied Strider. Perhaps. Poor Strider's still not going to get the credit. Not in my mind, anyway. This was pretty early. I had it since I can remember, Dollarphil says. How irritating was it to watch me, like, fail a million times because I didn't know there was a wall kick? Oh. I'm trying to practice the wall kick. In case that isn't abundantly clear. I don't know if you can actually chain them together. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it until I get forced to do it. I was thinking about asking you, Dollar Bill said. I appreciate your forbearance. Hey, EpiPen, good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah, I like the Batman wall jump. Oh, wow, the water boots make you walk on the water. Well, let's go. Did you ever play Kid Icarus? Seems like maybe you would have. I have not, EpiPen. I thought I was going to play it last year, but then... So, I played Hercules and Herc's Adventure on the PlayStation, and I thought that I would play Kid Icarus and Battle of the Olympus. Like, I was gonna do a whole month of Greek games, but those two games on the PlayStation 1 were so dreadful. I got stuck just playing those the whole month, so I never got to play the rest of them that I wanted to. But I would like to play that one. This game is criminally janky. Oh, please. Kid Icarus would have worked as an egg game for Easter. I don't know. I guess I'll have to hope to understand that when I play it. I've always kind of wondered if the wall kick was an actual move or a little glitch. I mean, it's got to be intentional if I'm supposed to go up here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You can chain them together. It's just so incredibly difficult. Oh, what a miserable experience that was. Oh. Why do Striders have to disturb us? Oh, okay. I'll give this to you. Please don't kill me. Oh, I got the key. No, I thought I was promised a key. What is this? Oh, I got the key. Okay, I also got a fire thing. I just don't know what it is yet. That eats my... Oh, it eats 5 of my energy. Well, that's not good. And it doesn't turn off automatically. Okay, well, progress. Let's go. Yeah, the wall jumps are horrific. Oh, well, that was convenient. They put a sonic tube so that I could get back to the start real easily. Okay, I think it was I think it was key 3 to get into Australia. Oh no. Key 5? Oh no. Oh no. Why did they even put Australia on the map? This game always had a spooky vibe to me, even though it's not exactly, you know? I don't know. I can't really say I've gotten that feeling from it yet. It feels very similar, like, in tone to Ninja Gaiden to me. Imagine living in a world where everyone can wall jump, and you get stuck with striders. Oh, there's nothing up there. Thought I was being clever. So I thought like that flashing wall would be a good place to do a wall jump, but that's not a good place to do a wall jump because the walls aren't close enough together. Oh no. Oh no. Oops. It's so difficult. This is the final boss of the game right here. If I could just make it up these wall jumps, nothing will ever be this difficult again. Ah! It's so horrible. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my goodness. Oh no, there's nothing up here. Or maybe I have to do it some more. Oh no, I don't know which it is. Oh, I hate this game. So, you are here you. Let me see Strider's power. Okay, is that a boss? Kane, wake up. No response. I guess I have to bring him back to the base. Oh, nice. File number 3. What? Oh, I teleported back? Alright, well that's convenient. Something awful is happening. The Zane project should be interrupted. The chief in Japan might know something helpful. Do I get to go to Japan now? I do. Well, groovy. Yeah, the hardest boss of the game so far is 2 walls. Something awful is happening. The game has another level. Alright, my friends. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I don't think I'm going to have the time and energy to make it through another full level. So, we got our password. I think we'll take that. I think we'll call it a night. Thank you for being here, my friends. We'll play, I hope to stream tomorrow. So we'll play Punch-Out and this again tomorrow night. It's cool to see you trying this. Hey, thank you, Dollar Phil. I have a dumb question. Kinjiru, sure. Do you use a low quality cam or do you intentionally add static to it for the retro look? I use a low quality cam. But I like the staticky look that it has. So it's kind of both. I mean, I didn't make it this way on purpose. I've had a low quality webcam, but it's like started to go bad. It's been like this for months now. It's been like this for months. I'm shocked at how long it's hung in there. Because when it first started getting fuzzy, I thought it was like gonna be days before it gave out entirely, but it's kept going. And now no, it's just a happy accident because I mean it was a cheap webcam. I paid like $6 for it. But I actually really like how bad the image quality is. Uh, it was never good, but I mean, it was fine. Like it was just it didn't have an image that was like all staticky and like these like flashes of like where it like washes over in like a single color for a few frames. I don't know how to describe it. It certainly has the correct vibes, Cal says. Yeah, I kind of accidentally got the perfect, imagine streaming with a Game Boy camera. I actually thought about doing that. I actually had thought about doing that, Subject Omega, because I could capture the image off of it, I think, if I just plugged it into the Super Game Boy. I don't know. We're gonna raid out. I just gotta find another stream to send us to. But yeah, I am hoping to be here tomorrow. We'll start with Punch Out, and then we'll play more of this after our one Punch Out run. Game Boy camera would be too high quality. Have a lovely night. Thank you. And you as well. Been fun. Thank you. Good night. Have a swell evening. Let's, where's the thing? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm just seeing stuff I've never seen before in the raid options. It's taking me a lifetime to get out of here. I keep getting distracted by stuff. I'm gonna send this over to Jay, working on a project, and I think it's a special hack of Pokemon Fire Red. Thank you for being here tonight, my friends. I hope I get to see you again real soon. Be well until then. We're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.